Hi, my name is Angie Peltier. I work for University of Minnesota Extension at the Northwest Research and Outreach Center in Crookston. Today I'd like to show you some soybean plots that I have here that are sponsored by the Minnesota Soybean Research and Promotion Council. What you're looking at here are solid seeded soybeans right next to soybeans grown in 22-inch rows. Now you might be wondering why we're doing that. Well, recently weed scientists have started talking about the age after which we will not be able to manage weeds chemically any longer, just due to herbicide tolerance in our different weed species. And so the goal with this experiment, looking at different row spacings and then looking at iron in furrow or not, is to attempt to try and grow more competitive soybeans, with the idea that if we can close our rows earlier, we might be able to shade out some of those germinating weed seeds and help in weed management season long. And that's actually exactly what we saw last year. So we did see about double the yields in our plots that had iron in furrow, which is not a total surprise in an iron deficiency chlorosis environment. However, what we saw is by planting our soybeans solid seeded as if we'd plant our small grains crops up here, what we were able to do is create a more competitive soybean overall. We actually had a third of the number of broadleaf individual weeds in those solid seeded plots with iron in furrow than we did in any other treatment, showing that if we can narrow up row spacings and add iron so that the soybeans grow more properly, we can actually help them to outcompete weeds. Different soybean varieties, they start at the growing season with a certain inherent yield potential. And every little thing throughout the growing season that might hack away at that yield potential, given, for example, iron deficiency chlorosis symptoms, can reduce yield potential by 20% with each increase of a score of 1 in severity of those symptoms. Same when it comes to weed competition. Weeds compete with soybeans for the limited resources in our crop fields, and so by better managing both iron deficiency chlorosis and our weed species, we'll be able to help soybean growers to produce higher yielding and therefore more profitable soybeans.